Hey collective, how are y'all? It's me, Wes. So I was meditating on you guys' energy and I could see someone on a bicycle going away from you. And then I was seeing someone in a prison bus, what it looked like, with their head leaning back on the seat, and they were mad. They were frustrated. They knew where they were going. Somebody, this person's been trying you for a long time. It's like they wouldn't stop, like a never-ending story. Somebody didn't realize how protected you were, how in tune you were with Mother Earth. Like, Seven of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck because it's been a long time coming for you guys. I was also seeing the Seven of Pentacles, which is like investments, investing in things, as well as standing your ground, things like that. You do have the Seven of Wands out here, which speaks of standing your ground, you know, defending yourself. And I was picking up, it's definitely been a long time coming with this person, in and out, won't leave you alone, things like that. So, and you have been patient long enough, and you've been fighting this battle. This person has definitely been trying to play like mind games with you. I'm seeing the what's that, the Moon card. This person has been spiritually attacking you for quite some time now. Could be 7 years. They just don't want to accept the L. That's what this is. This is the person that you had a relationship with in the past, and for whatever reason y'all broke up, possibly because of this awakening. You realize this person is definitely demonic, very low vibrational. The sacral chakra is out here. They were trying to block your creativity. They was trying to block you. You know, they didn't want you to step into this power. And this sacral chakra also have to do with sex. So this person felt like while they were having sex, they were siphoning your energy that way. Also, too, you have to be careful when you are being intimate with, you know, certain energies, because they do siphon your energy this way. They might not let you climax just so they can put you in that frustration. You know, the name of the game is keeping you ill, keeping you worried, keeping you stressed, keeping you in fear, things like that. So these low vibrational energies, they will do that to you. It's a mind game that they play. So if you ever notice when you're intimate with someone and it feels more like they're concentrating on you, that's because they are. They're trying to clock you. They're trying to time you. That way when you get ready to climax, they're going to stop you. Pay attention to that, guys. You have the Lovers. Now, this is how these spiritual wicked practitioners play. Somebody felt like they were always going to have like a hold on you. Like you're always going to be around. You're always going to help them. Because you are that peaceful energy. Well, whether you are the male energy in here or the female energy in here that I'm reading for. This person, when I said male energy, Spirit said no. So this is definitely... for that feminine energy. Let me say it like that. You've really had to teach yourself about spiritual practices and, you know, spiritual low vibrational practices, things like that. And so, if you watch me, you know we talk about it, because I always want you to know. That way you're not scared when you hear the words voodoo, hoodoo, Wiccan, Aztec, Santeria, Apollo, you know, just to name a few. You have this hangman energy right here that does speak about sacrifice, things like that. And you could be well aware that this person tried to sacrifice you. Now, you may or may not didn't say anything to this person. It's like, you know, you see the things spiritually, what they're trying to do to you. I heard word vomit. That's that patience right there, because you're just, one side is like, I can't believe this person is doing this, and it's like the other side's like, shit, I have no choice but to actually accept that this person is doing it, because I know what I'm seeing. They try to drive you crazy, but it's like, no, you know. Eight of Pentacles is like here because you see them keep working. You also pay attention to the moon cycles. You're possibly a person that cannot sleep when it's a full moon, or even when it doesn't have to be a full moon, but I notice when full moons occur, certain energies pull on me. So yeah, it doesn't have to be a full moon, but you could notice some type of moon cycle. Let me say it like that. Oh. Look at all this love. Two of Cups with the Six of Cups with the Ace of Cups. Somebody's been trying to put you in this nostalgic energy. That way you would take them back. And you're like, hell no. I'm sorry, but I heard it like that. So, yeah. Two of Cups is like, oh my goodness. Even the green on this card is being highlighted to me. Your love is authentic. This person never experienced that type of love. And they want it again, and they're not going to get it. They're not. That was a once in a lifetime they played, and they're very low vibrational. And another thing is too, it's so much behind this person. Because, for one, they want to be loved. They want you back. But the reality of it, they're very low vibrational. They're not going to change. They've been siphoning your energy. On top of this person is very greedy, very manipulative. I'm picking up King of Swords. I was about to say Queen of Swords. It could resonate either way, guys. But King of Swords energy, but like King of Swords in the reverse, real nonchalant to you, very vulgar to you, maybe even abusive to you, you know, physically abusive to you, things like that. That's why this person is trying to make you feel like, yeah, we loved each other. No, you love them, and the way that they love is very aggressive, very painful. It's not love, it's just hurt and pain. But the way that you love them, they want to come back and try it again, but it's going to be the way you love them. It's like a copycat energy, a mirror energy. They're just trying to mirror you, but the thing what they're trying to hide is they don't want nobody to know that they are an actual warlock, that they actually do these low vibrational practices. And see, while they're in your energy, people would just assume by you being with this type of energy that they are high vibrational too. So it's like they get to hide who they really are when they're around you. They can't do that shit no more. Look, justice is out here. People see it. People see you and people see them. So if you were a well-known couple when y'all was together, and people looked at y'all for inspiration, things like that, and then y'all broke up, and then it was like, wow, what happened? And, you know, if you didn't say anything and that person did, they tried to make you look bad, but your character speaks for itself. Their character speaks for themselves. That's why I said with this Hierophant, it's like, you know, people are starting to like, wow, oh, okay, this person has been going down. Ever since y'all broke up, they just been going down, 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 and you've been leveling up, 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 up. So, who's really, who's the good energy in here? It's like you don't have to say anything. Sometimes, you know, when people are being manipulative and talking shit and they're trying to run your name through the mud, it's like, no, look, that Empress is popping out. With that Fool card, they gave you a new beginning because, see, the thing is, people are starting to open up to you. People are wanting to help you. People are gravitating to you. And that person is pissed. Oh, they don't like that. They don't like that at all. They thought spreading rumors about you would predict this downfall. And it didn't. It really brought you... It brought you some peace. Not at first, because of maybe like all the side eye and the negative tension that you were feeling inside spiritually. But with this temperance energy right here, it's like you had to go through all these changes and go through all these battles, these obstacles and stuff like that, so you can come out on top, be a better person, things like that. You really didn't even have time to sit down and grieve over this relationship. Yeah, because there was so much going on in your energy. It's like you had to take control. You had to, you know, take your power back. You had to be a fighter. I said, I was seeing the Chariot. You have the Four of Cups out here. This person is regretting their choices. And the only reason why they're regretting this is because people are starting to see them for who they are. This is someone who plays like they're spiritual. Like they're on the up and up. They could wear the beads. They could, you know, sage. And they can do all this and snap a baby behind closed doors. They got... voodoo dolls that they done made. They sacrificing animals. They are torturing things. They are self-inflicted pain on themselves. Like they are, ugh. What people would do for fame. This person wants to be recognized so bad that they're willing to really do anything to have that recognition reward. But all they're doing is putting a spotlight on them to show people that they are this low vibrational energy. Baby, energy speaks louder than words sometimes. Look, y'all, look. This is all the chaos, all the stuff that I was just naming, the sacrifices that they're willing to take just to show that, hey, I'm a good energy. Hey, look at me, pick me. The loudest one in the room is always the weakest one in the room. We know that. So, Spirit's like, no, but shoot, yes, you gotta just, because when I say that, the loudest one in the room, it's like that pick me energy. Look at me, I'm doing this, I'm acting a fool, I'm willing to do anything, just to show you, hey, look at me, I got it. You could be dealing with a water sign or air sign. I was about to say an earth sign. Sorry, with these pentacles right here. You were this person's cover-up. This person does drugs. This person thought they had the real key to life until you came about and showed up and knocked them right off their feet. Ooh, wee. What else we need to know? I heard don't do it. Seven of Cups with the Eight of Wands. This is that communication that I was talking about. The Seven of Cups speaks of like illusions and things like that. So this is why I said, you know, this is more of a spiritual warfare between you guys, or it was a spiritual warfare between you guys, because of the simple fact that this person was pulling on you spiritually. Now on the physical, you might not even tell this person, yeah, I know who you are. You don't have to say anything. They know you know. They could look at your eyes, and the way you look at them in disgust, you could tell. They could tell that you know. They just didn't want to say it. And so since you haven't said anything to this person, they kept trying. This Seven of Cups speaks of all the things that you have been seeing, have been witnessing in your dreams, or the downloads that you've been getting, things like that. And keep in mind, when you are experiencing paranormal activity, whether it's with your ancestors or if it's like this right here, the difference is if it's positive or if it's low vibrational, because you do have sometimes when you experience your ancestors that they're knocking on doors or knocking on things to get your attention. But these low vibrational energies, it's more of a fear, a projection of fear, some type of something to scare you, something to make you kind of close off, and you know, things like that. So that's the difference. Sometimes it can be confusing because you are dealing with the deceased, things like that. So that's why I said, you know, it can be scary when if you're first time noticing it, but once you actually get used to it and you actually say, oh, that's my ancestor visiting me. If you don't know about the clairs, definitely look into the clairs. We're gonna tap into it real fast. I had to pull it up. Okay, so your clairs and your gifts, you could be even noticing that your gifts are heightening. Your eyesight could be changing. You could start seeing more things. Your ears, you're hearing the ringing in your ears, as well as hearing conversations. Sometimes between your eyesight and your hearing, you can be able to hear conversations and or read text messages in your dreams. It's like you actually see the full text message in your dream, things like that. You also have feeling, touching people, things like that. I'm big on hugging people. So be mindful of touching people. If you get that sense to not hug someone, definitely do not touch them. Or if you're guided to hug someone, just know that you are being guided to remove that energy from them. And so pay attention to that when you're being guided to hug someone, because that's a sign that you have been leveling up that way, because you know what to do with that negative energy. You know how to go home and pray and cleanse your energy, things like that. Clear knowing, just knowing certain information, paying attention to the downloads, the synchronicities, things like that, timing, breaking that time down. Just like we do on here when we get a card like a 23, you add that 2 plus 3, you get 5. That 23 breaks down to a 5. That 5 speaks of change. That's, you know, breaking down those numbers. Smelling. When you notice your ancestors are in the room, you can smell them. You could smell pie all of a sudden. That shows that your ancestor is in the room. Or if they used to smoke cigarettes, things like that, you can smell those cigarettes. Or if you smell feces on an individual, that's how you know they're negative, because of the simple fact that this person could be standing right in front of you in a suit and tie, but they smell just like feces. It's on them, it's in their car, it's in their house, you smell it on them. That's a clear sign to let you know that this is a warlock, this is a vampire, this is an incubus energy. The next one is tasting. You will notice your gifts are starting to heighten when you taste certain things, like your foods and stuff like that. You'll just get a good whiff of it. Don't worry about if you don't eat pork or anything like that. It's certain little tastes that you may be able to taste, because it's certain things that you need to know, especially if you're trying to help somebody out for this, like healing them, things like that. You need to know, maybe they ate some green beans, maybe they're bad. You can taste that taste just for a quick little second. You're just like, oh, you ate some green beans and they were spoiled. Yeah, that's the problem. So it's things like that you'll just know. We mentioned touching. Some of you could be palm readers, things like that. So be careful about your hands. You see a lot of people wearing rings and stuff on their fingers, like 3 rings on one finger, because it is a sense of protecting their energy from their hands, things like that. You have clear emotion on here, clear empathy. Just simply like how I do my readings, I read off of energy as well as knowing tarot, things like that. And so I'm able to pull a card and feel that energy to able give you more of a visual of the reading that I'm doing. So, when you're able to stand next to somebody and they had this big smile on their face and they're trying to keep it together, but you already sense those emotions, that's clear empathy, because spirit wants you to communicate with that person and let them know, hey, it's okay. It's okay. And this is the reason why some people feel like, mediums, when we are communicating with the deceased, they feel like, oh my gosh, they're fake or this and that. No, I've been guided to talk to people so many times, and I've been scared to even mention these things to people because, beginning my journey, I didn't want people to think like, oh my gosh, this woman's crazy, or I've been tapping into their life and things like that. It's like when you get this download, us as mediums, we have to talk to people. We're guided. It's heavy on our conscience, and we have to hear the tell them, speak up. And that's what I went through. And I'm like, soon as I spoke to this person, I'm laughing because I was so freaking nervous in the beginning, and I was just like, I was guided to talk to someone, and I went to go talk to this person. And when I got there, I was so freaking nervous, guys. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna say anything. This is just too much. Maybe I'm not hearing this. I'm just gonna back away. And somebody was like, say it, just say it. And so I said it, and they was like, oh my gosh, how did you know? And I was like, you don't want to know. But I actually, finished the conversation and everything like that. I felt so much better because I was like, I know what I was hearing. I know what spirit is calling me to do, pulling me to do. But I was just so freaking nervous. But after that, it was just become more easier to talk to more people and things like that. So, things like that, when you're guided to speak to people, go ahead, because shoot, it's not about them trusting you, or somebody in the background saying you're fake, this and that. You know what you're being called to do, things like that. So pay attention to that. All right, guys, that was a little bit of the clairs. If you want more into it, please look up that information. I do have a video on it, but you're definitely gonna have to scroll a long ways. The world card is out here, which I said in the beginning. This person didn't realize how protected you were, and how quick your cut game off is. With this right here, with this world card, it speaks of endings. And I said, if you've been seeing 1010, that this lets you know that this is your reading, completion of a cycle, things like that. Somebody just didn't realize, that all this was going to come to an end. They didn't want it to, and they still don't want to accept this L, but they're going to have to. Because, see, they don't want to be alone. They know this karma is coming for them. There's no words on this book. Somebody could have wrote your damn story. Like, they could have had it already planned out, like this was going to happen. But this book is being pointed out to me, since there's no words on here. It's like they don't know what's going to happen next. But this death is on here. It's a transformation. And that can be symbolic to this person going to prison, either spiritual jail, having a really hard time in life until they actually get it together, or they actually go into physical jail. So, trust me, you'll find out, you'll know. The Nine of Wands is out here because this person, like I said, just will not stop. And see, while they were in your energy, they could harvest your energy. They could, take your material things, break them. They could physically harm you, things like that, to make you feel depressed, things like that, so they can feel like an emperor, so they can feel like they're on top, so they can feel more superior about themselves. But see, That shit's been crashing down for a long time. They just ain't been able to see it. This Empress energy is out here because this is you stepping into your power. As well as that masculine energy. Because I'm seeing the Emperor too. So it works both ways, guys. We all have feminine energy. We all have masculine energy. You know, it's just a matter of tapping into both and really, you know, expressing ourselves in that loving, caring way. Also setting into that power of us, being strict about our energy, things like that. What else do we need to know? Ooh. Six of Swords with the High Priestess. If you're in a new relationship, this is what they've been trying to dodge this. They don't want you to move on. They want you to stay single. And sometimes too, when you are single, you know, these past relationships, they always feel like they have this hold on you, like you're single because you're waiting on them. No, that's not it. You're single because you don't want a relationship, because you're just like, it just don't seem like the right thing to do when dealing with anybody. On top of, you may just be trying to figure things out. You may just be trying to, you know, accomplish your goals, things like that. But I'm just telling y'all how these low vibrational energies they be thinking. This Six of Swords with this High Priestess. Yeah, they were hoping to keep you stuck. This moving on. This could also be traveling. This also could be just that you simply moved on from this person, that you are no longer interested in them. And they can pull on you all they want to, but, you know, you're not showing any interest. You're not, you've mastered everything that they do, showing you pictures from the past, you know, tapping into your dreams, things like that, as well as masturbating to you, things like that. You've tapped into things like you know, you are well aware of what's going on spiritually around you with this person. So yeah, so now that you know, you're able to move forward. And look, I just said them masturbating to you. That doesn't affect you at all. What else do we need to know? Ooh. Excuse me, guys. You got the Five of Swords. This person is envious of you. They're mad. They're trolling you. I just heard. They're mad that you moved on, whether it's with somebody else or the simple fact that you are just moving on. You don't care to know about this person. You don't care to really have any type of relationship, friendship. It's not even about being cordial. You're like, tear your ass, please. With the quickness. You're so over this situation. They thought this little candle magic right here, they thought that was going to work. They're in a deep sunken place right now. They're the ones sitting up depressed and lonely. People could be reminding them, oh, where is that one girl you used to date? The one with the nice hair? Yeah, where, she always smelled good, always had some good cooking. Where is the so-and-so at? And they just like, why you care? Why you asking? Like, they got a whole attitude. Look, they so mad. Oh, goodness. They feeling that shit right now. It's like, this whole nostalgic energy, all the games, all this manipulation that they played is backfired on them. They did all these rituals and seances and shit, trying to hopefully make you love them again, make you come back, this and that. And that shit done really just pushed you out the way. And now they're the ones stuck in this same energy. And this is why I tell people all the time, like, it's not worth it doing all this candle magic and all this and that. Like, it's just not worth it. You cannot force someone to love you. People already love you. It's free. Shit. Quit trying to put a price tag on it. Whew. Anyways, yeah, we have this star card out here. Baby, you see right through this person. They're just hoping and praying that you'll just come back and love them. You may be dealing with a water sign or earth sign. There's a lot of cups out here. What else? See, the Eight of Pentacles with this Justice card, this is them trying to get justice by pulling on your heartstrings. But like I said, that's no longer working. And this person, you know, even though I was seeing them going away, they're still thinking how to get back. Still, how can they come back? How can they retaliate? How can they get you back? Things like that. But they're going through a difficult ass time. That's the justice in this situation. But also too, pay attention to the moon phases. You might not be able to sleep when it's a full moon or certain moon phases. Just pay attention to that, because you also start, your gifts will start heightening. That's why I mentioned the clairs, because your gifts will start heightening when you're starting to pay attention and you catch on to certain events that keep recurring in your life, things like that. That's when this this energy, whether it's them playing or somebody else, it gets easier because you're well balanced, you know. That's the justice in the situation, you being balanced, you knowing. What else do we need to know? Good news. All right. Seven of Pentacles, which standing your grounds. I'm seeing the Three of Wands, recognition and reward. Good fortune is coming towards you. Good things are coming towards you. And guys, keep in mind, when I say, you know, good things are coming towards you, it's not a financial blessing. It's not just a financial blessing. You know, blessings come in many forms. So people helping you, things like that, that's a blessing, because nobody's obligated to help anybody. So when somebody helps you and they're going out of their way, stopping their day, you know, it's just 24 hours in a day. So when somebody stops their day to help you, that's a blessing. That's showing you some type of love, some type of kindness, things like that. So just know some type of gratitude is coming towards you. Also, don't forget to show gratitude to your ancestors. Always say thank you, you know, for going through all of this. You know, you came out on top. You're stronger than ever, baby. Look. The Four of Wands is out here. 1111. Good things are coming in towards you. Yeah, because somebody felt like they was going to trap you with that. I don't know if y'all got to see it. The Eight of Swords was out there. And this is possibly because you did not say anything. I feel like you just kind of kept it quiet. You know how you when you break up with somebody, they all talking smack, and they all in another relationship. Like, y'all just broke up 5 minutes ago. The whole city, the whole community knows that y'all broke up, and then they got a whole new girlfriend. Yeah, and they got the girlfriend sitting next to them, and they all talking shit about you. Like, it's that type of situation. Like, it's been so long that y'all broke up. They're still talking about you till this day, and it's like, come on, she not coming back. No, give it up. You done been through 2 relationships now, and she's still not coming back. Give it up. I just pissed somebody off. Oopsie. And because you were sitting over there single, they feel like you're waiting on them. Nah. Your ass is learning some shit with that book right there. You sitting there meditating, doing some yoga, Reiki. Look, Reiki. You're defeating, like, these mountains are also symbolic to, like, chaos and things like that, hard times. So you getting over these mountains, baby, you done came a long way. It's been a long time coming for some of you. So you're into, you know, learning new things, and as well as this blue dress that she has on, speaking up for yourself, defending yourself, things like that. But y'all all know too, with these spiritual battles, the spiritual warfare, it's all about prayer. You praying over yourself. This is not a physical fight. It's never a physical fight. If shit gets real, you know, remove yourself, things like that. Or, you know, if you have to be the peacemaker, show your peace of steel and make peace. Anyways, no, am I encouraging violence, but sometimes you gotta take it there, let a person know. Anyway, Spirit Swords is at the bottom of the deck. Because this energy thought this was going to be you. And like I said, it's them. Oh, how the tables have turned. Three of Pentacles is in the reverse. Because, see, you don't want nothing to do with this person. I believe I said that. Sorry, guys. This is my second time recording this video. Because the first time, oh my goodness, I feel like I was just too much babbling. But, I mean, hey, I restarted the video. So, yeah. Three of Pentacles in the reverse, because it's like you're not even wanting to deal with this person and or their family. If you do have kids, you're like, shit, I'll just do it by myself. I'm not gonna take this route. I'm not giving in. Like, I'm not, enough is enough. I don't even want my kids around this mess. So, and that's another thing too, guys. For those of you where your parents kept you from, you know, certain people and family, pay attention to that. That's for a reason. That's for your protection. You know, they felt the need to keep you away from the family. So, you know, when you start growing up and you want to go around certain family members, just keep in mind why your parents kept you away, or why your mom kept you away, or why your dad kept you away. Keep that in mind. So, and it's not to hurt your feelings, guys, because I know we all are human. We get lonely, we get sad, we go through the emotions. But, you know, your protection, this is the way of a parent trying to protect their child from this type of negativity. Because just like this person is a warlock, and you're that divine, you know, source, you're that good energy, you're that earth angel, you have to protect your children from this warlock and their families like that. So shit, it's this is how those, you know, patterns continue, things like that. So Three of Pentacles is in the reverse, because shit, it's like no matter how hard this person try to get back in your energy, and they're sending their mom, their dad, their cousin, nieces, and nephews towards you, it's like you're not giving in, and they hate that shit. Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Anything else, Spirit, that I need to speak on? Continue to heal. And also, too, if you're a person that don't meditate, meditate. And I used to mention this a lot, so I'm going to start back up saying this in my readings, because I feel like we all need to meditate. Meditation is good for the soul. This is cleansing. This helps calm you down, as well as get messages from source. You don't have to wait till you're asleep. You want answers, sit down and meditate. And all you have to do, just quick, fast, hurry, before I end this video, when you are meditating, get somewhere comfortable in your house, outside by a tree, or inside your house, wherever you feel comfortable at. Get your space. You don't have to light any candles. I'm so country. You don't have to you know, get your crystals, but if you want these things, go ahead. Whatever makes you feel good. Create your zen space. Your home, I like to say, is our zen space. You have to be protective about your zen, your home, letting people in your energy, things like that. So if you notice when you have company, and all of a sudden right then and there when that company leaves, you need to clean up right then and there, pay attention to that, because you're picking up on negative energy. With this Four of Swords, you sitting down to meditate is simply you breathing in and out. You want to inhale as deep as you can, hold it for 3 seconds, and exhale as deep as you can. And you repeat that 10 times. And then you sit there and with your eyes closed. Also, you can add meditation music if you want to. It's optional. Just, you know, you create your vibe, whatever you like, things like that. And so, breathe in. Exhale. Again. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Doing that just 10 times a day will help calm you down. And when you get ready to meditate, you want to practice those breathing techniques. before you start to meditate. And then you actually just sit there closing your eyes. You can do the mantras, you know, the mantras if you need to, if you want to, things like that. That definitely helps calm you down, soothe your energy, and prep you for the information that you're about to receive, things like that. Because a lot of times when we pray and we're asking God for you know, certain messages, we want answers right then and there. Sometimes we're not prepared for the information that we're getting ready to receive, you know, because sometimes you feel like that person wouldn't do you like that. No, they love you. No, they care. In reality, this person have so much envy against you, you know, things like that, things that you wouldn't expect. So make sure that you are mentally prepared, and meditating mentally prepares you for this information that you are about to receive. So that's why I really hint on meditation so strong. And y'all notice I start every reading with, hey, I was meditating on you guys' energy. You know, so just to let you know that I myself practice what I preach. I meditate as well as I get downloads. So I feel like a lot of downloads that I've been getting lately were from me. So, and you know, things like that. But I do tell you certain downloads that I get for you guys, just to say, hey, I got this download. I want to make sure I'm putting it out there for you guys. So, you know, y'all take it where it resonates, things like that. And even if you see a reading, whether it's mine or somebody else's, and you want more clarity, you want to be like, okay, some things resonated, some things didn't. She didn't say this, it happened, but she didn't say this, or you know, she left this, she started on this and she forgot the rest of this. Because I'm only guided to say certain things, I pick up on certain things like that. So if you want more clarity, meditate, pray on it. You know, pay attention to synchronicities as well as meditation, and then pick up on things that you see when you're meditating. Pick up on certain emotions that you feel when you're meditating, things like that. All that counts. So, yeah, I hope this helps. I love you so much. And just know this person, they're out of your energy. And I'm going to say for now, and I'm not trying to scare you. It's just that these type of energies, they always come back sometime, you know, down the road. Because again, they don't want to take that L. So that's why it feels like a never-ending story. You can do all the cord cutting that you want to, but I'm telling you, these type of energies, they always come back because they don't want to feel defeated. And they know it's insane, but they know they're not going to win because shit, it's like good versus evil. It is what it is. All right, guys, I love you so much. See you next time. Bye.